Coming up on Stones Radio Networks, the SATs, Stones and Toy Show. The following program is brought to you by Stones Radio Networks. The views, opinions, statements, outbursts, random thoughts, decisions, and shenanigans expressed are solely those of the hosts and in no way are reflective of those of the Lincoln Potters Baseball Club, management, or staff. Listener discretion is strongly advised. Bitches. You are listening to Stones Radio Networks, the home of the Lincoln Potters. Started with trading a bag of weed for a mixing board and a couple of microphones. This is the show that started it all. It started as Stones and the Boys, and through many incantations, we're always Stones and Toy. We had a Knock, a Casual T, a Jay Wuck, a Rebecca Blanton, a Jessica Cameron, Mike E. Winfield, a Carmichael Dave. But still, it always comes back to two guys sitting in a room talking.
Two guys sitting in a garage talking.
And now it's time for Stones and Toy.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce Goodbye Sober Day. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce Stones and the Toy. Goodbye Sober Day. Goodbye Sober Day. Goodbye Sober Day. Goodbye Sober Day. Stones and the Toy.
It is like robot sex in your ears.
Where'd I go? There we go. Surprise, motherfuckers. We're here. It is Tuesday. Yeah, we're a little bit late, but, hey, we're here. That's another week in a row. That's, another 2, 3 in a row? Something like that? I don't know. We're rolling, man. So, without further ado, welcome to the Stones and Toy Show. I am Toy. This is Coco. She's hanging out.
Hello, everybody. Coco,
That's
come
right.
on.
Coco's the star of the show. What's up, girl? Hey, hey. Wait. Camera's
Hey,
over
hey,
there.
hey.
There we go.
We say hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey. Well, you hear that other voice. You see that handsome face over there. Without further ado, a man who does not require backing tracks at any time for his show, Stones McCoy.
Yay.
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 Here we are.
Nobody cares.
Nope.
Listen, nobody effing cares.
Well, I care,
We've still.
and that matters.
Remember, we know exactly where we stand in the world. We are two average, middle-aged white guys.
Yes, we are.
Okay? And nothing, and I mean nothing, matters to the rest of the world coming from us.
No, that's really all that matters. Can I get a little more volume
You
in
want
my
more
head,
volume
please?
in your heads? I got
Just
to
a
remember
little bit.
who you are. I think that's who you are.
That's making.
Is that who you are?
That seems louder. Yes,
Yeah?
it does. That's
Okay,
good.
there you go.
That's
All right,
good.
cool.
You're very loud in my head, and I am not very loud in my head.
I am very
but
loud in your head,
You
huh?
are, but not super loud. But there we go. That seems a little.
Is that working for you?
That'll work. You can turn me down a little bit.
Turn you down just
Or
a little bit?
My headphone part.
That
All
part
that'll
right
work.
there?
That'll work. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you
Well,
for the technical difficulties, everybody.
No
Sorry
technical
about that.
difficulties. We
It's
gotta.
just readjusting because there are so many different shows that go on here.
That's the key
that,
right there. You got to make sure you mention that.
I have a different voice than others, so that's probably
the great Jerry
good.
Reynolds. I mean,
great-
let's just be real. You're using the great Jerry Reynolds headphones right now.
I don't think he wants to know that, but
No,
there we go.
but we
Yes,
put it out
I am
there.
quite honored to be wearing the headphones, and he has obviously a different voice than I do.
Slightly.
And he has much better story than I do as well. So really, it's better when he's wearing these than when I'm wearing these. But
yeah.
it is what it is. But that's just one of many shows. You can hear Jerry obviously with Phantom and Whitey on the Old Fashioned 3 a couple times a week. Obviously on the old downloads on the website stonesradionetworks.com.
There's a couple of places you can find it.
I'm sure if you wanted to call them, they'd be happy to listen to your voicemails and listen to
God,
things
you
that
are
you have to
such
say.
an asshole.
So you can call them at 916-367-4774.
4774.
And then we got coming up. What else we got coming up? We got Kenny coming back.
Yeah,
and
we got
his Al, Kenny and Phantom about ready
Guru.
to start the fantasy football because we got how many days? 86 days until the
86
NFL
days
season
until the
starts.
NFL season. Wow, good
Woo,
job. Nice
all
pull.
right. There
Nice
you
pull.
go on that one. Let's see until the Cowboys begin their reign of terror on the NFL.
Nobody is thinking that they're going to rain terror down on the NFL, but I mean,
I do.
I'm glad you bring that up. Yeah, Fantasy Now is the name of that podcast. It'll be coming out soon. The guru that is Kenny has he and his wife, and they've just kind of been kicking around this gross disease in their house.
Yeah, that's fun. That's what you do when you got close quarter living like
Yeah,
that.
so,
you just kick it back and forth, and it's all good.
I think we're getting close to them finally kicking it, but yeah, so that's coming up, and then obviously home for the Lincoln Potters baseball and game tonight.
Indeed,
Healdsburg
Home
Prune
game.
Packers. So it's a big game. I mean,
it is.
big
And
times.
It was a tight one the other day.
Yeah, it was a tough one.
6-4.
6-4. It was
Yep.
a tough one though, just because nothing got started right.
No, that was just a kind of a cluster of a
Bus
day.
didn't show up.
Yeah.
Just flat out didn't show up. And the most bizarre thing on the planet. So I'm my son and I are making our way out, right? And I mean, we left at a good time, like 8:20 for a noon game. It's
Yeah, that's
2
plenty.
hours away. I should be there 2 hours ahead of the game,
Plenty
right?
of time. Plenty of time.
So we take off, and we're about 2 hours into our trip, and we're not even halfway there. And I'm starting to freak out, right? And so just for whatever reason, I decided to text one of the coaches from the Potters to find out if they were stuck in traffic and approximately where they were stuck.
Because there was a NASCAR event.
NASCAR. Thanks a lot, NASCAR. I mean, there's lots of reasons that I don't like NASCAR. That's just another one. That's kind of like the
It's
straw.
inconvenient.
It's
It
kind of
really
like the
is.
straw for me.
It's
like,
inconvenient.
I don't think.
The only upside to that one is they don't just turn left; they turn right too.
Yeah, at this particular course, they turn both left and right, but
Yeah,
it
so
doesn't
there
make
is that, but it doesn't
make
help.
it better for me.
No, it doesn't help the traffic situation.
So, so what we did was we took and I reached out, and then the.
You should have counted like American flags and stuff like that while you were on. The
Don't
road.
even get me started. Please don't even get me started. This could turn into a complete like political show like this. Anyway,
like this, like that.
this. Am I hot?
That's it.
Am I hot?
You shit, dude. I've been
No.
telling you that for a long time.
Up here.
Yes, you are.
Am I?
That's
okay.
what I was trying to tell you.
All right. Well, I
But-
wasn't sure, and I can't really hear myself.
Oh,
So
well,
does that
maybe
sound
you
better?
got that head disease.
Does that sound better to you?
That's good.
Okay.
That works
All right.
for me.
There we go.
Yeah.
So at any rate, the message that I get back from the coach with the Potters is that
New phone. Who dis?
it would have been better had I gotten that. No, we're not stuck in traffic. We are still here in Lincoln.
Yeah, and there ain't no traffic in the parking lot.
So that's kind of how the day got started. And then it was just one thing after another. You know, we got to the facility. The people up there are really nice. They're always extremely helpful, except in the one instance in which I really need the assistance, and that is, gaining access to the wireless communications that they have at the field. I was told when we got
Need a
there.
password.
When I got there, we have Wi-Fi and everything, but not a single soul here knows what the password is. We've been logged in for 2.5 years and just haven't ever logged out.
Yeah, those people that said it, they quit.
So,
That was some intern.
That was kind of that was a bummer for us, because one of the things that we expected, especially in the CCL, is that we'd be able to go to these locations and at least have, internet, because most of them do their own broadcasting. So you'd figure, there'd be internet to share, and we sure do when they come to visit us here in Lincoln. We make sure that we provide them.
Absolutely.
So it was kind of a bummer that I was unable to get that internet, and real bummer for the fans, because
makes your ability to broadcast on
Yeah.
the internet
difficult.
really difficult when
Yeah.
you don't have internet access.
So we went with an audio-only broadcast, recorded the video like we were doing in the past. This time the video was completely saved, and I uploaded it the next day. It's just a bummer when we go out to do these things, because they're live events and you want to do them live, and
Fuck it, I'll do it live.
Fuck it, I'll do it live.
Well, I mean,
And
yeah, but here's
it hasn't worked out yet on the road, and I'm still right now struggling to figure out what I have to do on my end to fix this issue, because I don't like it.
okay.
I just flat out don't like it.
So let me try and boost your spirits a little bit here, my
Please
friend.
help.
So here's the situation.
Parents went away on a week's
Besides the folks
vacation.
going out of town for a
Left
couple
the
of weeks,
keys to the brand new Porsche. Ooh, mine. Ooh, well, of course not. What
you
is
know
that?
when Chuck Norris tells a joke about Will Smith's wife,
What?
Will Smith slaps himself.
Slaps himself?
Yes, that is very true.
Okay, you
Botched
botched that.
Botched that.
Botched that.
That was horrid.
Take
But,
two? Take two?
Nah, I'm not
Okay,
even
not
gonna
even
back.
take two.
Wasn't
All right.
even good.
Not
good
even
enough.
worth a take two.
Nope. So, but here's the thing: you're going. This is the first time out on the road with the Potters.
Yeah.
You've only been to a couple locations at
Two.
this point. Exactly. You've been to Sonoma and you've been to Healdsburg.
Yep.
Right. When you were told certain things by, I'm assuming by Potter's staff, about what it is to expect when you go to these locations.
Actually, yeah, no, I reached out to these locations.
But-
I didn't let the Potter. I don't want the Potters trying to have to tell me what's happening out there. I would rather make the connection with those people. So that's what we've been doing.
That makes
yeah.
perfect sense, and I'm glad he went that way. But
Yeah.
at the same time, it's not always as advertised.
Oh, absolutely
So,
not.
So there are those little snafus that come up like, oh, nobody actually knows the password. We just know we got internet.
Yeah,
You know? So
yeah.
it's like, oh, okay. We didn't think about that part when you said, do you have internet? We were like, yeah, we're using it right
course,
now, obviously. Duh.
Duh.
So.
Do we have internet for you?
Oh
No.
yeah, no.
Sorry.
So like they didn't. Like sometimes that gets lost in translation. So
Yeah.
so it is it's the growing process. I know. Here's the downside is that you have come so far and developed all these things, but you've been able to do it in the luxury of McBean Stadium with
Yeah.
the Lincoln Potters
At home.
having your back at wanting to help you make that experience what it is.
Yeah.
And now you want to take that on the road, and unfortunately it's really just, the infrastructure of what you're dealing with. You're not going to McBean Stadium. You're going to
Yeah.
sometimes it looks like a park where you're sitting on the bleachers,
We're heading to a high school this Sunday for a doubleheader.
Right. So I mean, those
So,
types of
yeah.
things. It's not. It's not like it's a dedicated thing for this operation.
Correct.
Yeah, it works
Yeah.
great for playing the game, but to turn it into something a little bigger than
Like a production.
than
Yeah.
what they have in the past. They're not really set up to do that yet necessarily.
For
they
sure.
might be able to, but there's other things, and we had some conversations about this weekend about what we could do.
Yes,
And,
we did.
And
Which we're going to get into here in just a minute. We're not going to skate over that topic. You realize that, right?
I hope not.
No, because there's a lot to discuss there. I was going to.
But we need our other guy.
I know, but I was going to allow it to come out naturally with another show that we have on the network.
Right.
But I mean,
Hey, that works too.
they were unable to meet and do it. So I mean, it falls to the next people, and
Right.
that's us.
There you go.
So we're going to talk about it.
Okay.
It's going to be talked about, but no, but what you're saying as far as that is concerned,
there's
I get
that.
it.
But what you are still able to pull off, and again, you did, I did, many people obviously of our generation and before, watching baseball was secondary to listening to
Yeah.
baseball. You
Yeah.
always had it on the radio, and you were just going about what you were doing. Like,
Yeah.
I remember
It was
sitting
background.
I remember sitting in the kitchen with Mom, making dinner and having KNBR on, listening to the Giants game,
100%,
and
right?
doing
Yep.
the dishes or whatever. It was on, and you listened to baseball. So you're still bringing the radio,
I know.
you're still bringing the access. Yes, it sucks because everybody's used to,
Well, we're in a
all
video
of the-
age now.
and all the bells and whistles
Yeah.
that come with it.
Yeah.
But at the upside, you're still getting the action. You're still able to, at the very least, get it on tape,
Yeah.
on film, and then put it out there later so you can actually see it and listen to it again.
I mean, they rerun the
So,
Giants game, right? Like 4
exactly.
hours after the game
Exactly.
ends.
So I mean, you can still pull that part off. So people are still happy.
I pulled that off this week.
It's a little delayed, but
Yeah.
I know where you're at, but I also understand that you're a perfectionist and you want it to be exactly.
Well, I
So,
spent
here's
3
the other-
hours last night
so-
trying to figure out if
so-
I could just buy my own internet company, and that way I don't have to worry about
Call
this when I
Ryan
go in.
Reynolds.
Well,
That's the guy.
It's
He's
funny
into
you
these
bring that
things.
up, but Mint Mobile is somebody I'm reaching out to because
Perfect.
I think there might be something there where I could actually lock down a long-term contract
And I
for
think if we could
5G internet provided all over the country for me.
yeah, and I think if we
Save
talk to
this
R
issue.
Squared
Yeah,
and tell him the full vision,
yeah,
I think we might be able to change that vehicle back into what you want it to be.
yeah.
And maybe turn it into a fleet.
Ooh,
Just saying.
ooh, God.
Like,
People are like, wait, what is he talking about? You'll find out here shortly.
Like 3 or 4 of
You
them.
will
know
find
what I'm
out here
saying?
shortly. Yes. No, because I mean,
Which, by the way, brings me to another thought.
after looking at everything I looked at last night, yes.
we could
I think so.
we could throw some magnets on there and put those on there with the thing.
Duh.
Duh.
Done.
Doesn't mess
Done.
with the paint job, and
Nope.
it's already there.
Nope.
So, which I think you ought to be doing now with the current vehicles that you have. But
Well, okay.
Just a thought.
Can you buy me some magnets?
I'm on it.
I'm currently working on the amount of money that I'm making, which is barely keeping this company afloat.
I'm on it.
Okay,
I'm
so
on it.
if anybody out there wants to donate to the Stones Radio Network's fund, just send me money.
Yeah, or
I mean, it's gonna go to a good cause. It's gonna go to the network.
that's very true.
You know,
or if you
or feeding
want
me,
something,
one of the two.
if you really want something in return,
Yeah.
be an advertiser.
Yes,
You know,
absolutely.
hey, we got contracts available.
We will work you out a smooth, sweet
Get
deal.
you up there. We'll talk you
Okay.
up. If you really want, I will record you a commercial.
Yes, and he's going to start recording all the commercials because I'm tired of hearing my voice.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think anybody else actually likes my voice. That's the other problem I've been having. So I'm out here doing play-by-play and everything, and then I'll stop like mid-game and then go, I got the worst voice for this. Nobody likes this.
That's
Nobody's
not true.
listening to this.
I
This
listen
sucks.
to it. I listen to it.
So, but you're my friend, and you're supposed to say that I'm not bad. So I'm waiting for the rest of the people to come out and be like, all right, like tonight, right? So it's been my voice on the Potters broadcast for essentially the last 4 days, 4 games, right?
Right.
Phantom's coming back tonight.
Yep.
I can't wait to see the flood of messages coming in going, thank God.
Yeah,
Who
we
was
missed you.
this other guy?
Yeah, we missed you.
Because
Phantom.
once that comes out, then I know I have to retire and hire somebody else to do this job. So
Well, I can do it if you want.
I know you can.
That guy caught the ball and threw it over to the first base, and he's out.
I'm working on it,
Good
man.
play by that guy.
I'm working on it. It's a lifelong
Who's
dream
that
for me
guy?
to be doing this. So
Oh yeah,
I'm trying. Anyway,
that's Tito.
Tito Fuentes. Welcome into the show, everybody. It started about 20 minutes ago.
I'll just make them all like the
And,
Jacksons versus whatever other rock and roll fan.
well,
they come up
just
with.
do it.
Mumford and Sons.
As long as you don't do it like I started doing it. And
Or the
there's
Kings
a
of Leon
ground ball
guys.
to the shortstop. He throws it to the second baseman, over to the first baseman for a double play. It's kind of important to put their names in there.
6-4-3 double play.
I mean, and then you have
That
to add.
guy's name is 6. That guy's name is 4. That guy's name is 3.
And I realized if you say that, you got to say if you're scoring at home, because if you just say 6-4-3, people will probably turn off because they're like, this guy's now talking in hieroglyphics and numbers.
No, it's more of a puzzle.
Okay.
It gets the listener intrigued.
Yeah, they don't. I don't
They're
think
like,
they don't like that.
I wonder what
They
it
want
is
the
that he
actual
is trying to
information of
say.
the action that's happening.
Oh.
They don't really want all that other bullshit.
Well,
So I'm
I'm just trying to help.
And I appreciate it. I just, like I
Okay.
said, I don't think I'm heading in the right
Okay, then
direction.
just make it their jersey number. 16 throws to 25, throws to 6.
Problem with that
For
is
the
that
double
in
play.
Summer League Baseball, very few teams have the numbers on the front of their jerseys. So unless I'm sitting behind them, I'm gonna have
You
a
got a
hard
center field camera.
God. Okay, maybe you should be the producer, all right, and just start making these
I'm the
changes.
safety officer.
Yes, you are the safety
I
officer.
make sure that things are operational.
And as of right now,
safe.
nothing is safe in this world. All right, well, so we got all kinds of shit
That's what
to
happens
talk
when you put
about.
me in charge of safety.
I know. We got all kinds of stuff to talk about. There was a national holiday that occurred on Friday, and we're going to rename it National Holiday, and I have a reason for that. We'll talk about that here in a second.
I was going to say, tomorrow is Flag Day.
We got Flag Day tomorrow, which
the
is
17th is OJ Day.
super awesome. We don't celebrate OJ Day in this house. We
Okay.
don't. So please just don't bring that up
How
again.
about Al Cowlings Day?
I mean, he's not the worst guy in the world, but I still don't celebrate that. No.
White Bronco Day?
I celebrate Verdict Day.
Ford Day.
Okay? I don't celebrate.
Oh, when he got free? That's not the day to celebrate. My friend.
Anyways,
That was October.
so we have all of that going on.
We'll talk about that in October.
We have an Uber Eats commercial and a set of commercials that I'm just done with, and I need to talk about. But I want to start off with this because this prompted a very interesting conversation between you and myself, and actually another fine individual who's been part of this show before, Casualty. And that's this. You guys went down a rabbit hole.
This is what he and I do.
Yeah, you guys went down this rabbit hole.
Remember back in the day when he was on the show, we would do that
Yes.
sitting on the couch next to each other.
Absolutely. And in fact, it prompted Phantom to say, I think I need to come up with a show called Down the Rabbit Hole. And then when he threw that and pitched that idea, it was awesome. However, it was picked up by a bunch of people out there. And now there's 800 shows out there that are down the rabbit hole.
Hell.
Right? And so
well.
it's. I mean, I love
What
the
do you think
fact that
about
you
that,
guys
Coco?
all tried to do
Lame.
this. It just didn't work out, right?
Phantom's an idea generator.
But
man.
it was picked up by some other folks. And so if we want to go down the rabbit hole, let me just set the scene here. And you and I have played chess against each other a few times,
yes.
okay? Mostly online because that's kind of our
It's just a
thing. We
little
can
it's
we
a
can
little
do it.
faster, a little easier.
And no, I mean, I don't normally have a chessboard sitting out here at my house. You do at your house, but I'm not allowed in your house because your dog wants to kill me.
Nah, she's
The
getting
only dog on the planet that
She's
doesn't
getting
like
better.
me.
No,
she
doesn't
still
like
doesn't
anybody.
Me. Okay, but she doesn't like me, so that doesn't mean anything to me.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
she
know.
doesn't like me. I don't care if she doesn't like anybody. It's me we're talking about here.
Sorry.
And I can't come play chess because that dog will kill me.
I bring it outside.
So I mean,
It is
you could.
portable.
So we could do that, but we haven't done that yet. So we play chess online, and then you play chess with your kids quite frequently. I play chess with my kids on a much more infrequent basis, and you also play pretty regularly with your buddy Todd, Casualty. So chess is something that we all kind of enjoy, and we all kind of know the game fairly well. I think you guys probably know it a little bit better than me, but there was a period of time where I played a lot of chess and got pretty good. So you brought up the other night a rule that you guys found in chess.
Yep.
And I just want you to now that I've kind of laid out the groundwork, just kind of explain to the folks of, first of all, why were you looking, what you found, and where the fuck do we go from here?
Okay. So this came across in one of the random facts on BuzzFeed.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
right.
So, and it was.
Super reliable, by the way.
I mean,
BuzzFeed.
I enjoyed it because
Super
I
reliable.
looked up.
I'm
I've
just saying,
learned a lot of
BuzzFeed,
random facts.
super
with them.
reliable.
I've learned a lot of good stuff from them through the years. So anyway, they.
None of it
This
true.
is the high quality news that I read, So shit just makes me laugh. But
You are clickbait material.
somebody asked a question.
Yeah.
What happens if somebody dies in the middle of a game of chess?
Which, I mean, just on the premise alone, I guess it's a pretty valid question if you think about chess.
Yep.
You're sitting there if you're playing a competitive game of chess, you're sitting there for quite some time.
Or if you're playing with somebody that's had too much beer.
Or okay, I wasn't gonna put that one in there, but okay.
That takes a while too.
Okay. I didn't think about that, but you make a valid point there. If you're playing with somebody who's a little tipsy,
They might have had one or two puffs of beer. So
Yeah, lots of beer.
Lots of beer. So
very hoppy beer.
yes. So that takes a while sometimes.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Okay.
So it's well thought out, and that's all that really matters. But yes, chess can take a long time.
Yeah, and it can be pretty intensive.
Absolutely. So there's a lot of mental stress, which we all know can cause physical stresses, like heart racing and things like
Mental
that.
stress makes the physical body react.
Absolutely. So with that, you can certainly keel over. So,
I just can't imagine that's something that happens frequently.
Well, as we went down the rabbit hole, fortunately, it doesn't seem that it is something that has happened on a few occasions.
Yes.
And it is not frequent, fortunately.
Thank God.
So, and the ones that we did find were, I think we found like 6 or 7 of them. And there was, I want to say about half or a little more than half took place in like cafes and parks. And
almost
things
like not sanctioned chess
Like non-sanctioned
events.
chess events. There were a couple that happened during sanctioned chess events.
Yeah.
And so the answer to the question, it's a draw.
It's a draw.
It's called a dead draw.
It's called a dead draw, and this is where the whole thing started, right? So you and Todd have been going down this rabbit hole. You show up here, you start telling me about the story, and you tell me, well, we found out that there is a rule in chess called a dead draw. If you die during a chess match, you cannot lose.
Nope, which I think is stand up by whoever created the rule.
Okay, and
because that would suck. Like
you
you die
fine,
and you
sucks.
lose.
Okay, but again, you wouldn't feel the ridicule because you're dead now, so it doesn't really matter.
Your reputation is ruined forever.
And your reputation is probably
It's just
ruined
like
by
that
dying
Chappelle
playing
bit with,
chess.
Dave shit on himself.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So?
Oh, I shit on myself. So your reputation's ruined forever. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to go out there as, he went out there. At least he finished on a draw.
But okay. So here was the problem. I had
That's all I'm saying. That's why I think it's a stand-up rule.
I had a twofold problem with it.
Right.
First problem that I had with it was, okay, so you think it's awesome that you can't lose, you get a draw.
Yeah.
My point was, okay, so let's set the scenario. I am down to my last 2 pieces on the board. I am in check, not checkmate, but I am 1 move away from being in checkmate. And I keel over and have a heart attack.
Yep.
And you're telling me that match is now called a draw, even though I was literally 1 move away from being killed. Yeah. And you're saying if I have a heart attack,
if I have not put you in checkmate,
I don't. That's bullshit.
Therefore,
it's bullshit.
That's how it goes, man.
No, but no. All right, I don't. No, that doesn't make any logical sense whatsoever. First of all, if you die and you're down to your last move and you're almost in checkmate, and you die. I mean, I would say, well, you just got out of that game one way. Okay, that's an easy way of getting out of the game without having to watch yourself lose. But you're still a loser when you die. Okay, and who are you texting? God damn it!
I'm reading the rules of chess.
Oh, okay. God.
So, because I'm trying to see, and I'm on chess.com for everybody, just to let
chess
everybody know.
Or chest. I know you visit that a lot too.
That's on the other page.
Okay.
Chessthegame.com. So I'm just looking at, I looked up draw on chess.com.
Yeah.
So we have a few ways. They list stalemate.
Okay.
That's when
nobody can move.
Nobody can move or nobody can kill each other.
Kill each other.
Right. So there's that. Insufficient material. Basically,
that would be like if the board breaks in half.
This is when you've got, let's say I've got you down to just your king.
Yep.
And I've got my whole army.
Yeah.
And you can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
But this is what we were talking about. But you're stuck on a square. Anywhere you go, you die. But where you're at right now, you're fine. But you can't move again.
Uh-huh.
It's a draw.
That can't be a draw.
Here's why. Because it is a draw, and here's why. Because the goal of chess is to do what? Kill the king.
Kill the king.
Okay. You didn't kill him. You imprisoned him.
Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. That's a
That's
life
right.
sentence, dude.
Word.
It's a life sentence.
Word, but you didn't kill him.
It's a life sentence.
But you didn't kill him.
He will die in a few
Eventually.
years
Eventually.
being in solitary.
Eventually. But you didn't kill him.
No food or
you
water.
You didn't kill him. You imprisoned him.
No.
So therefore,
No.
you did not
No.
win. You didn't win the. You didn't.
Bullshit.
You didn't reach your. You didn't reach your objective. You won the game, but you did not reach your objective. So therefore, it's a draw.
I
You took it to as far as
vehemently
it could
disagree
go. But
with
that's.
that ruling.
I think that's. I think that's a good rule as well.
You're full of shit. You
Nope, I
suck,
like
and
that
that
rule.
rule sucks ass.
No, because you don't understand. That's the rule I'm telling you that my son plays for. He knows when I start kicking his ass, he just got to run and hide someplace where I can pin him down, and then I can't get him. That's what he does, and it drives me nuts because it'll end up in a draw.
I'd call that a win.
I would too, but it's not because I did not kill the king.
All right. So fine.
So
That's the
okay.
draw. Whatever.
So that's a draw.
Dead draw.
Then there is the 50 move rule, where if nothing has been made in 50 moves. And
50.
no pawn
5-0.
And no pawn, right? And no pawn has been moved in 50-5-0 moves. So if your pawns if every other move that goes around is not a pawn 50 times, then
What
that's
the
a
fuck
draw.
is that rule? I've never heard of that rule.
That's got to be a competition rule.
Yeah,
But-
because is
but
that
I'm
going to
gonna-
happen in the cafe?
But I'm going to move maybe with some people, but,
Yeah, but
I'm
who's-
going to move a pawn at some point.
Who's keeping score that the pawns haven't moved in 50 moves?
That's why I'm saying it's probably like a tournament.
It's got to
type
be.
thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
and
all
then
right, all right.
there's the repetition rule, which
Can't believe
is
we're talking about chess. anymore.
which is where you move the same piece. You make the
back
same
and forth,
move
back and forth, back and forth.
3 times.
3 times.
3 times, that makes it a draw.
I could do that with my bishop almost every game.
But you have to be able to. But that has to be like the only thing you can do.
So that's got to be down to your last move.
Right. It's at the end. And then finally,
Yeah.
there is agreement.
Hey, man, you want
know
to just
what,
call
man?
this a
Let's
draw?
just call this a draw.
That's some bullshit.
Okay. So those are the official ways.
Can we apply that to all sports?
Of course, that one.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about the repetition
Like,
rule.
hey,
but
it's the 5th inning. We're being kicked in the teeth by 15 runs. Can we just agree that this game's over? Can we? Okay, cool. And that can apply, and then we can all go home 2 hours early? Is that what you're saying?
pretty much.
We could do this in all sports. That'd be pretty sweet.
Okay, yeah, it says, under the standard FIDE rules, a draw also occurs in a dead position when no sequence of legal moves can lead to checkmate. Okay.
All right. But let's get back to the dead draw. I don't care about all
That's
these other
what
rules.
I'm going
Fuck
here.
these
That's
other
what
rules.
I'm going back to.
So then we have its dead draw. And here was my problem with it. So I just told you the first problem. The second problem I have with the rule itself is, where did it come from? It had to have originated from somewhere. You don't just come up with a rule saying if you die during a chess match, it's a draw. It had to have happened at some point in time. And we went through the archive trying to find this.
The furthest one we could find was like 1888.
Actually, I think there was one that
It was
was
in
1251.
But that was not a chess death.
No, what was that again?
That was the guy lost, and the guy that lost was so pissed he killed the winner.
Okay.
So that was a murder.
Okay,
as a result of tests.
But my question was that called a dead draw?
No, that was called a murder.
Okay.
That was just
so,
a murder.
So what we're saying is they are still differentiating between murder and dead draw?
Yes.
Like the sport?
Because the sport was just kind of the thing.
It was in its infancy. It was starting to take off. We had to get rid of the murderers right off the bat. I did never know that chess was such a violent game. Okay? And you can't have shocked reactions on your face and not share with the world. You can't. It's not acceptable, especially on live radio.
I'm sorry.
TV.
TV. I'm sorry, but I found a new answer for us.
Okay, what is the answer?
Okay. If the player dies,
Yes.
it loses on time.
Thank you.
They time out.
That was my point. Okay, so if somebody dies while playing chess, it cannot be a draw. They have to lose because they are losers. They died.
If your opponent dies at the table,
Yeah.
oh, Lord have mercy,
Lord have mercy.
you'll gain a point. And also, all players scheduled to play with that dead person until the tournament is over
They win.
gain a point
I'm telling you. See?
based on the dead person's default.
Okay, so I was right from the very beginning, was I not?
You were absolutely correct.
Okay. See, that's all I wanted. I needed validation with this because this was not making any valid sense to me. How could somebody get out of losing a match by dying? Explain that to me. Okay, I know this isn't funny, but I'm going to say it anyway. This is going to be tough.
It sucks.
Had DeMar Hamlin died on the field, okay, would they just have called the game a draw? I'm asking you a question. You have to answer this. If DeMar Hamlin died on the field, would they have called that game a draw?
No, because it's a team sport.
Okay. Okay, there would have been a winner and a loser.
Right.
There's no draws when somebody dies. I know that wasn't as funny as...
It's not.
Too soon?
Okay.
He's alive. He's
Too
going to
soon.
play again.
And I still think that he should have been on the cover of Madden.
Yeah, that's fine.
But, okay.
He would have the Madden curse
on
and
now.
a heart attack. That's some fucked up shit. Poor DeMar. Not only that, he actually died, and it's just a copy, a replica of him. They've been sending around the country. Haven't you seen that? You don't see his face anymore. You only see him in a hat. His tattoos have changed. Oh, my God. The conspiracy theories about DeMar Hamlin actually being alive is just... Oh, it's beautiful, man.
I know.
There should be a whole new movie written.
Oh, I know. It's
Okay.
amazing. Okay, hold on a second.
Uh-oh.
I got...
Now you have conflicting reports here.
I do.
I had a feeling.
Because there's that.
Yep.
But then I'm noticing, and then we got this this story here. Just a
Random story.
random story. What do you call those? Testimonial type things.
Ooh, okay. A little testimonial. Chess testimonials.
Yes. In an OTB tournament at UNB Frederickson,
There's a Dear Abby letter.
one of the players at a nearby table had a heart attack at the board.
Yeah.
They stopped the clocks, called the emergency workers, and after they left with him, they started the clocks again. The opponent lost on time.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, lost on time. That's not conflicting.
Another response following that.
Uh-oh.
According to FIDE rule 6.3.7,
Remember that at home. 6.3.7.
if an opponent dies at the table,
Uh-huh.
the game is declared a dead draw.
Bullshit. You can't have a rule you just told me about and then have another rule that goes against it. You literally just read me a rule.
No, I read you testimonials.
This is getting frustrating, dude,
It
on
is.
so many levels.
Now we're going to look up the rule.
So my problem with the whole thing was, so is there really such a thing called a dead draw? Did chess implement a rule at some point in time called a dead draw? You said yes, but it did not specifically have to do with dying.
Right. So what I had also just read here in the definition of dead draw
Yeah.
that we didn't get to, but or that I didn't mention in this conversation, was that if there are two kings and it's just the two kings, that is considered a dead draw.
Dead draw.
And or the situation where where there is no other move, like the
back and forth
situation,
move.
There's that.
Yeah.
That's considered a dead draw. Basically, the king is considered.
So there is no real rule called dead draw that applies to dying.
Right.
Right?
Well, not called dead draw.
Oh my God.
Right.
Dude,
Dude, I'm telling you, this has gotten crazy.
So, first of all, when did the world of competitive chess become so cutthroat?
6.3.
I'm beginning to wonder, is there like a lot of security guards and stuff at chess events to keep opponents from like
It's pretty legit when they
killing
do
the
their shit, man.
other people? Because Well, if somebody dies at the table, it can be a draw. And if you're losing and you kill the other dude, can't that just be a draw then? I mean, obviously you're going to get charged with, murder, but still you'd get out of losing.
You would.
So, I mean.
Well, no, I think they would call that interference with the opponent.
Find me the rule.
I'm
not
trying to.
No, see, that's the thing. You're going to say, well, I think they would call it. No. There's rules that chess has. They have FDIC or whatever.
FIDE.
FIDE.
That's what I'm looking
The
at.
FIDE. You got to go to the FIDE book, all right? And you got to look up 6-7-4, whatever the fuck I said.
6.3.7.
Yeah, that's the
what I'm
one I
looking-
said.
That's the one I'm looking
And you
at.
look that one up. They have this. It's written in the book. It's like Hoyle, right?
Well, kind of, but unfortunately, the way that these are
Hoyle
written
writes a
out,
really good rules book for every game, by the way. Just so you know. I mean,
That's true.
if you want to get real rules, go to the Book of Hoyle. All right, everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. And if you don't, you should look it up. But the Book of Hoyle is where it's at. I mean, if you want rules, those are where the real rules are. Okay, I think in the Book of Hoyle they have rules for that game Twister. All right.
Is that a Hoyle game?
I think it's a Hoyle game, man. Okay? So I'm just saying. And lawn darts. They have rules for lawn darts. Even though we don't play that anymore.
We should. Well, they changed them to the weighted thing.
Yeah, it's
That's
not
not
the
as
same.
much fun.
No, you got to be able.
It's got to stick.
If you can't impale somebody with it, it's not a lawn dart.
You really don't. I mean, we can make them. All you really need
Oh,
to
yeah.
do is get a piece of rebar and you just put some fins on the end of it.
And
call
then
it good.
just-
I'll just weld them on there
and then you
and
just
razor sharp them. And
Yeah,
then,
you just shave down the ends.
Yeah,
so
I
it's
got a
nice
grinder.
pokey,
It's totally fine.
If it wouldn't impale a watermelon, it's not worth playing in the yard. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? It's got to take out a whole watermelon.
Yeah.
That's all. I'm saying.
Clean, son.
Clean, baby.
Take out all the seeds too.
Yeah, seedless.
Yeah, I'm not having it. Okay, here's the rules. Castling.
No, don't give a shit about castling.
No,
Never did.
No, now we're talking about things in squares.
Yeah,
That's
don't
not gonna
care.
help about that.
Don't care.
Yeah, I can't find it.
See, that's the problem, and I have a feeling that's what the issue is here. So the bottom line is that we know that chess it's a tough sport. Okay.
I think if you die, it should be a draw.
I couldn't
Because you
disagree with you more.
Because you
I
didn't
could
get
not
it-
disagree with you
Because
more.
you did not get a chance to come back and pull off the Anatolia defense.
Listen, if you, okay, I'll put it to you this way: if you die while playing chess and you're losing, you deserve the loss.
No.
If you die while playing chess and you're dominating, you deserve to get the draw, but you don't deserve to get the win.
I don't think you get to win. I
So-
think you get a draw because you didn't get a chance.
But only
what
if
if I
you're-
was going to
only if
use
you're
my
leading.
Stradivarius offense?
Only if you're leading, though. Okay, only if you're dominating. Okay, otherwise, if you're losing,
It's too hard to tell. You can't really determine that, though.
yeah, that's why they have those chess fucking guys that watch over and
Right, but-
point. They know it's a point system. They
Okay.
know who's winning.
Okay, so
Okay.
you remember you've seen the show Cheers many times.
Oh, many
Okay,
times.
So you remember the episode when Sam was cheating, he was playing what's
Yes,
his name,
yes.
and he was listening to the baseball game, whatever that was over 3 hours before, and he goes into the office and he's like, "Which one of you made that incredibly stupid move?"
Yes.
And everybody was like, "How? What are you talking about? We didn't make that move. Sammy did that on his own." That incredibly stupid move threw everything off, right? So, with that, you could
That
look
could
like
be a strategy.
you could look like you're dominating,
Yeah.
and then suddenly somebody does something, and then wow, it's all over. So that's what I'm saying.
Let me
That's
ask you.
why you earn the draw. If you're, regardless of positions on the board, you earn the draw if you die at the table.
Let me ask you this. Okay? Let me ask you this.
I'm not going to piss on somebody's grave.
Let's talk about baseball real quick.
Just say they died. I'm not going to go piss on them and be like, "You lost too."
Well,
Fuck you.
You would, depending on who it is. I mean, if it was me, you probably would. But that's neither here nor there. My
Fair.
point.
That's a fair assessment.
See. But let's flip it over to baseball real quick, okay?
Okay.
So I'm just going to use this example. All right.
Okay.
So the Giants are down by a run. Okay.
That sucks.
It's the bottom of the ninth. There's a runner on. Let's just say Yaz steps up to the plate. Okay. It's a high drive out into right field. It's going. It's gone.
Home run.
Okay. 2-run homer. That wins the game.
Yep.
On his way to first base, he drops dead of a heart attack.
Shit.
Okay? Doesn't touch the first base. What do you do with the game?
It's a tie
Call
ball
it a
game.
draw?
It's a tie ball game.
Are you going to call it? No, because up to that point, you're losing. You're going to call it a draw?
The 1 run scores.
I swear to God, no.
The 1 run still scores. That
Did the
makes it a
ball go
tie
over
ball
the
game.
fence? Did the ball go over the fence?
Yeah.
That's a 2-run home run.
That's
a
why the
2-run homer.
That's why the first run scored.
That's a 2-run homer. It's not a 1-run homer. It's a 2-run homer.
I know this.
So the game is over and the Giants win.
I would think so.
Okay.
But
But
I'm just
you
telling
just
you.
said only 1 run scores, tie ball game.
Yeah.
And then because
Unless there's
because
a-
Yaz dies, you end the game. Is that it?
Unless there's a rule that you can put in a pinch runner between the time between home plate and first.
Now here, I'll give you this. There is no time clock about how long it takes you to get around the bases.
That's true.
So could he
Be resuscitated and dragged around the
screw
bases.
that? Not even resuscitated.
'Cause
Could he weaken at Bernie's it? Okay. Could he die and then have 2 guys just pick him up, walk him around the bases, make sure that his foot hits each one?
As long as any
is that a
body part
dub?
touches, I think that's fine if you drag them around the bases like they do when they do with the
Is that a
rake
dub?
thing.
Yeah.
That's fine. Now, I don't know. Does baseball have a rule that you can't be assisted from one base to another?
I don't think they do, and the only reason why I bring that up is because I've seen in the past, like, and again, this is the major leagues, but I've seen in college baseball and softball where, like, I watched this girl, I think it was this year, hit a big home run to win the game in a college softball. She's rounding first, and between first and second, she drops to her knees. She tore her ACL. Okay, and couldn't do anything.
Thank
Now,
you for not letting Yaz die.
But check this out. But
Our
check
guy
this out.
has to die. That's awesome.
Not her team, but the team on defense picked her up and carried her around the bases.
Okay.
Okay. So I don't think there's a rule against it because it happened. Now, it wasn't her team, it was the other team, and you'd have to, be human enough to do such.
So
I don't
as
think
long
I
as
would.
we're not playing the
but
fucking Dodgers, then we'll be okay.
probably.
So,
Probably.
So then it'll be fine. And then I think, and I can't believe you're arguing about the game. Yaz just died.
Well, I mean, a W is a W.
Okay, I was going to go
A
with
W is a W. We need all of the W's.
I
we
was
can
going to
get.
go with, Chase Utley took one to the forehead.
Well, I don't want to talk about him.
No, I was going to say Chase Utley takes one to the forehead and he dies.
I know, but I don't want to talk about him.
And it's strike 2. Is he out?
Yes, he's out. Like, literally, he's out.
Right. Is he out?
Well, if he can't get back up, he's out.
Okay, then. So, I guess then there's no draw on that one either.
So I think
no.
I guess what I'm getting at is I don't particularly care for the drop dead rule in fucking
I know,
in
but
chess.
I think you should be awarded the draw. I don't think you should
just-
go to somebody's widow and say, Mrs. Stones, I'm sorry for your loss, and he sucked at chess too because he lost on his last attempt.
Listen, if
His last attempt on Earth was losing.
if you die
He
while
sucks.
playing chess, you probably already suck enough. Okay.
Okay, what about
Okay.
the guys?
Just not because you're a chess player, but because you died while playing something that actually doesn't cause you to have to get your heart rate up, that you don't have to run 100 miles, that you don't have to train for physically.
Fair enough. But what
and
about
you're dying doing that? You're dying sitting there moving little fucking figurines around it. So it's like
You've
dying while
seen-
playing Magic.
You've
the
seen,
Gathering.
You may have even
Or
seen
Monopoly.
it in person. You may have even seen it in person.
I'm gonna be the
No,
core.
because if you died during Magic the Gathering, somebody cast a spell on you. Somebody did that to you.
That's
Uh,
that's Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay, but what about?
I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't play any.
I'm gonna start playing though. I'm just telling you.
Word.
Right, I'm gonna learn Magic this
now
summer.
I'm gonna get spells cast.
I'm
on
gonna
me.
learn.
Grow
I'm gonna
horns
learn
and
Magic
shit.
this summer. My son is all about Magic, and he wants to teach me. And I'm
Cock
like,
magic.
let's go. Well, I told him I would teach him cock magic if he teaches me Magic. And he didn't agree.
No,
but I
your
mean,
son's a smart man.
it was out there.
So,
I put it out there.
Okay, but I got 2 scenarios for you, both in the park.
Okay.
Okay, so you've seen the men sitting out there at the park, the old guys sitting at the park, playing chess. You've seen
Yeah.
the videos or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Okay. What if the dude is like 116 years old and he's playing chess at the park and he just keels over in the middle of the game? You can't be like, that guy is
I say
lame.
that guy lost, but damn, dude, 116-year-old legend dies at the park while playing chess, and he lost. I'm sorry.
Nope.
Motherfucker died.
Give the fucker the draw.
Fuck no.
Okay.
Fuck
What if
no.
he's just sitting there and somebody caps him?
Well, that's murder. So,
Okay. But he was playing the game. He had nothing to do with it.
I think you give the murderer the opportunity to finish the game. Okay. And
Okay.
if they don't go that route, then it's a dead draw. We already have the rules.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's the only situation.
So if the murderer, so you get
refuses-
murdered,
if
and
he
the murderer
refuses-
doesn't want to
Yeah,
play
if he
because
refuses
he
to
decides
play,
he wants to run
it's a dead draw.
and get away from it.
Yeah.
So that's,
But if he wants to play it out, I mean, then you're at the mercy of your murderer.
But the generous old guy that was wonderful to his community for 116 years just
Yeah.
keels over because he's 116
I
years
just
old.
told you, 116-year-old,
And he's a loser.
New York Park chess legend dies while playing chess and lost. That's the title of the fucking article,
You're
dude.
cold-blooded,
Sorry.
dude.
No, dude.
You're
No, it's
cold-blooded.
facts. It's called facts. Facts first.
That's
You've heard? Have
cold-blooded.
you heard that? Facts first.
Yeah, the
ever heard
fact
that?
is there's a rule.
Facts
And
first.
the rule says 6.3.7 says that
But-
it is time for you.
But there's
to,
another rule there that says no. If you
that
die,
you
you're a
get-
piece of shit. You time out. There's another rule that says you time out.
I think that's just independent tournament rules. Fuck those guys.
Well, so what we were saying is we need an international community committee to come together and
did.
set the standard.
The FIDE, and
I-
they said 6.3.7.
The federal.
You die,
the
it's a draw.
The federal. Come on, help me out. FIDE. No, just off the top.
Federal International Deutschland English.
Okay, so
Yes.
it has nothing to do with chess.
I don't know.
You tell me.
I gotta
They have
look it
a
up.
federal commission for chess
What
now.
the fuck does FIDE stand for?
FIDE.
Right.
It's the FIDE. Like the tide. Roll FIDE.
Roll FIDE. FIDE.
What does FIDE stand for?
Meaning chess.
It's going to be a lot of fun here. Everybody is waiting with bated breath.
I know.
And you keep sitting up and down, so I keep having to move you.
Sorry, my back hurts because I slouch.
My buckets.
Well, I don't know what it is in
Because it doesn't exist.
Well, it says International Chess Federation, but
Okay.
that doesn't. That
Feder-
doesn't. That's not. That's
Federation
what it is in
of
English.
International
See, that's
D-
not in English.
E. What's DE?
Yeah,
What's DE?
chess.
No, it can't be.
Yeah, you put the two together and it says chess.
Oh, okay. DE spells chess now, huh? Isn't it missing a few
I
letters?
guess.
I think there's a few letters missing, bro.
I guess so. Let's try this one.
Okay, try that one. What does it say? It doesn't say shit. That's why. I'm just
Okay.
telling you, dude. I'm telling you. It's not something
Federal.
obvious.
Obvious. It's French.
Oh,
It's French.
okay.
Uh huh.
All right.
Fédération Internationale des Échecs.
De sesh, and a sesh is chess.
Chess.
All right.
International Federation of Chess.
All right. Well, FIDE sucks because it would be way easier.
Founded in Paris,
Okay, win. Win. It's very important.
July 20th, 1924.
Okay, see, the 1287 or whenever that dude murdered that guy in the
That's
whole,
just murder.
that was when those are the original chess rules. That's like going to the King James version of the Bible, all right? There's a Bible and then there's the King James version, all right?
King James.
You got to go jump all the way forward. Are you just going to forget about the other stuff that was written in there? Okay?
Well, yeah, that's why they threw out this Dead Sea Scrolls. They were like, we don't like that shit in this one, so we're going to hide that shit in
Yeah.
the cave.
I'm just saying, I think chess has come a long way. Let me be
Chess is thrilling.
I mean, first of all, let me just. I'm not capping
Mental
on.
chess.
I'm not capping on chess. Okay, I'm not capping.
It's all about the secret
Okay.
weapon, man.
I'm just saying that
El
rule.
Caballero Negro.
That rule.
The Black Knight.
Bullshit.
It's a good rule.
That rule equals bullshit.
No, I think it's fair.
So
I
anyway,
think it's fair.
fucking.
I don't think you should have to go out being called a loser.
But you're kinda.
Well, but there's a lot of reasons why I'm going to go out being
So
called
what
a
does it
loser.
matter?
So-
Whether it's chess or in life.
Let me put it to you
What does
this
it
way, man.
matter?
Let me put it to you this way, man. If I die, as
Wait,
soon as
when we die.
when I die, if I happen to be playing chess and my last motion on Earth is to put somebody else in checkmate
Yeah.
and go, I win. I'm still going out a loser.
Okay, so check. I got a scenario for you.
You're still going to call me
We
a
got to
loser.
get away from this chess, but I got a scenario for you. We got to get to an age, you and I both, where we know we're in our latter stages. We need to just go to a park.
I was there like 5 years ago.
Okay, well, can you wait a few more years? I got to get there.
I'll try.
Okay. And then what we'll do is we'll go to a park. We'll set up a chessboard. Okay. We'll both make one move, the first move, and then we'll sit there and wait for one of us to die.
And then it's a draw.
And then it's a draw. And then we
we're
both
even?
go out. And then we both go out fucking winners, right?
Nah.
What do you think?
No, I think that'll end badly.
Suicide pact?
No, then the chess game doesn't matter at that point.
Yeah, but they don't need to know this.
I'd way rather double Dutch rudder than suicide pact. I mean, I'm just saying. We're really doing this. I mean,
Either
that's
way,
where
we're
at
going to
with it.
video it. So if we double Dutch rudder or we do the
I think
suicide pact, we're going to video it.
I think
Okay?
that I hope anyway that this double Dutch rudder would get more views, but
I don't know.
I don't think so.
In today's world, I don't
think
know,
so.
man.
Yeah, in today's world, I don't think so.
How would we do that, actually?
Kind of the same way.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't really want to touch you.
Yeah, it's kind of the same way. Bang. Ready? 1, 2, 3, bang.
Oh, Lord. All right, look, we've been doing this for about an hour now. I got a show.
And we still haven't gotten to the bottom of it.
We haven't gotten to the bottom. We never will, I don't think, on this one. I don't think we will.
She says, by the way, if you die, it's a draw.
She's a fucking bitch. All right, so we got we got a couple things we got to talk about. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
I can wait. I can save this. This Uber thing. Do you remember me talking to you about this a little bit last week? Thing that's just been driving me absolutely nuts. The
No.
commercials, Elton John,
Oh, yeah. We watched them.
Lil Nas X.
Yeah.
Just gonna talk about that today, but we'll bypass that. We'll wait because there was one very very big
Jack
thing.
Harlow's not in it. Oh, there he is.
Jack Harlow. Oh my God! Will somebody shoot him? But we'll talk about the national holiday.
Yeah.
One of the greatest times to be alive right now and be in this circle of friends that we have.
Ah, yes.
The Phantom had a big birthday.
Yes, he did.
And,
a week ago today.
Yeah, and was kind enough to invite yourself,
Yes, very
and
kindly.
a bunch of other people. And we were, I guess, inducted into the broadcaster
Group? Yeah.
You know?
I looked at that.
You see that photo?
I did. I
pretty
looked at
sweet.
I finally actually looked at it and
Yeah.
I was like, that's pretty fucking dope, man.
I mean, there's just some, you got Whitey, you got Jerry, you got Scott, works for UC Davis out there. You got Tom Maley, KNCI, Jordan Bajorgeson, who's Gold Country Media fame now and is on his way to do bigger, better things. You've got Kenny Parker there, who is on the network here. The great and talented.
Kenny's not in this picture.
Oh, is Kenny not in that
No,
one? There's
this-
two of them. There's two of them. Kenny's
The
on
only
of them.
one that I have is
Okay.
so it goes from left to right, if
Well,
you
because
will.
I left one guy and I don't want to leave him out entirely, but
No,
the great Jerry Reynolds in the middle of this group.
So from left to right, I've got myself, Whitey Gleason, Jerry Reynolds, the Phantom, Scott, you, Tom, and Jordan. Mike,
Yeah.
what the fuck are we doing in this picture?
Why are we there?
Why are we
what
in this picture?
the hell happened? And I'm not gonna get into the whole stories and all that fun stuff, but what I will tell you was probably the highlight of the afternoon, and I fucked it all over.
I have to admit, I was part of that too.
I know, but it wasn't your fault. So Phantom and I have been friends for better part of the last 10 years.
Yep.
And, I was fortunate enough to meet him doing the work for Don Geronimo, and we kind of, just became friendly, and we started talking sports, and, one thing led to another, and we started kind of doing a little sports show, and just became, just acquaintances that worked its way into friendship. And
then the double Dutch rudder started.
then the double Dutch rudder started, and it's been all downhill since. So, but I I had no idea that there was going to be any kind of like, I'm going to address the people that are here. Thank you for coming to my birthday. I didn't know that was coming. The guy's, the guy's 40 years old. I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
Fucking 39 at this point.
So I have no idea what he's doing. So I do what I normally do, and that's, sneak over to the side of the building and fire down a heater.
Have a heater, baby.
Whatever else I
Give
can.
him the heater, Ricky.
Whatever else I can get my hands on real quick, And so I slide over to the side of the building. My wife follows me. My good friend, the toy here, he's over there with me, and we're chatting. And then I hear some talking in the background, and then I hear everything kind of get quiet.
Yep.
And I believe you said, I think he's giving a speech.
Well,
and
no,
I'm
because
like,
I heard them go speech.
and I was like, speech for what? What do I? Okay, well, I'm not missing anything. And that's literally what I thought. I'm not missing anything. He's talking to his family. Like, big birthday. He's out there. All of his family's here, So he's, telling everybody he loves them and, thank you and all this stuff. And then the reality of it is that I guess he gave this like speech about me, and how we met and how we've really become really good friends over the last 10 years. And I had no fucking clue.
No.
And I feel like the biggest asshole.
I know.
Like still to this day.
Did anybody record it?
No.
Awesome.
So when we walk around the corner,
We're like, oh, there you are.
There was a good, 40 people, 50 people there. And we walk around the corner, and the entire group goes, hey!
Hey, there he is. Hey, there's the guy.
I have no idea what's going on, like, none clue. And Phantom's like, come here. And I walk up where he's standing, and he goes, and I already told you guys, never mind. And that was the end of the thing. I'm just standing there like, what the fuck?
Yep. What'd I miss?
What the hell just happened?
Boy, he made a classic comment first.
Yeah,
that was good.
Yeah, he said something about my name and why I wasn't there. So that's pretty much what happens every time Phantom and I get together. But I mean, as embarrassed and as that was really bad on my part, I actually think it worked out for the best. Because that really kind of boils down our relationship to a T.
It really does.
It really does.
Yeah, it really does.
We're always on the same page, but we're always like
just kind of
half a beat off.
Yep.
Half a beat off. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be thinking of something, he'll say it. Right?
And you'll be on the backbeat. That's
Exactly.
really what it is.
And so that's kind of the way it worked out. I love the guy. Phantom, I love you, buddy.
I do too.
I had an absolute blast at your birthday. I know you do. But I just feel really bad for fucking that one section up there.
Yeah, and I'm sorry for playing a part in it. I should have known better.
But it's Stones and Toy. I mean,
know.
It is.
I know. Where one is, the other is.
You can't invite us both to a party and expect that not to go down that way.
Sometimes these things happen.
Especially at a beautiful location that was
gorgeous.
that location.
Absolutely gorgeous location for a party. Perfect, like the host said. This is why we have it, man.
Yeah.
This is why we have it this way.
Daniel, if you're listening, I'm coming after you. I am coming after you. I know we made a little pact there at the end. I'm coming after you. Guns a-blazing.
All's fair in football, man.
Yes.
Or
So
in fantasy football.
we're not. I'm not backing down. However, our alliance against the great Kenny Parker and Wendy still stands. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I mean, sometimes the enemy
know what
of
I'm
your
saying.
the enemy of your enemy is your
okay.
friend.
You know what I'm saying.
Yep.
So and nobody let my wife into the league.
Because
that
she
will-
already tried.
I'll quit.
She worked her way in already.
I will quit. You let my wife into this league.
worked her way in.
I'm not doing this.
Oh, you should have seen her schmoozing Wendy.
Oh God. Oh, I found my wife. So she had a great time.
Yes, she
Okay.
did.
She
She
had
enjoyed the food.
she had an immediate great time too because she was hungry when we got there, right?
Yep.
I told her there was gonna be food, but like finger foods and stuff. Oh yeah, no, not a problem. I'll be fine. I can wait till we get there. And there was just a little bit of finger foods here and there, nothing of major substance for her at the moment, and she just started pounding the 805.
There it goes.
And
Once it hits your lips, it just goes down so easy.
this is hilarious. As when we got home, she told me that specifically you, got her 4 refills of the 805. She said this. She's like, Chris got me, I'm almost positive, 4 refills of the 805. I said, okay, well, I got you 4. So that's 8. And then I went over to Daniel and I said, "Hey, Daniel, how many times have you poured my wife a drink?" And he goes, "I don't know, half a dozen." So then I'm starting to think, okay, so is my wife really down like a 12-pack right now? Okay. She had the greatest time ever.
Yes, she did.
Unfortunately, she called 3 different people Wendy.
Details.
Walks up to, "Hey, Wendy, can I?" It's not Wendy, honey.
Details.
It's not Wendy, honey.
No, details. That's pretty funny. So,
Oh.
that's odd because I got her 0.
Oh, she sat straight up and said, "No, Chris got me like 3, I'm pretty sure 4 refills."
No.
I'm like, "Baby, you maybe slow down a little bit."
Yeah.
"No, I'm fine. No, it's good. It's
No,
really
it wasn't
good."
me. Wasn't me. I sat there with her for a while, but I didn't get her any refills. I was talking with Daniel most of the
Oh,
time.
my Lord. I'm really...
So she was losing track of it, but they were flowing.
Oh, they were flowing. And she was full by the end of the night.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, not hungry anymore.
No. Oh, well,
We're not going to go down that road. We're not going down that road.
she got to eat.
She got to eat.
Yeah.
That's all that.
And
that's
then
all
you
that
got
needs
to go
be said.
grocery shopping.
And then, and then we got
And
to.
that was the best part.
I don't even want to talk about
I know,
the
that was-
remainder of my evening.
I know.
Got back to the house, dude. She is passed the fuck out.
I know. Thought you escaped.
Chris and I are sitting in the shed just enjoying. I'm like, cool. I'm out. I don't have to grocery shop tonight. No way.
Nope.
He's like, all right, cool, peace. I'm out. About 20 minutes later. I'm trying to be a nice guy. This is the worst part about my life, okay? Because I'm trying to be a good fucking husband. And there's laundry in the bedroom that needs to be folded. It's sitting in the basket. She's passed out on the bed, and she's passed out. I know I'm not going to wake her up, right?
She's like the lightest sleeper of all time, dude.
Yeah, but the way she's passed out now, I know she's like in that deep sleep, right? So I
Right.
go in there and I'm quietly folding all the laundry, and I got through the entire. I got through the
there's your
entire
mistake,
thing,
bro.
the entire thing. Okay, and then I opened up my closet door. Hello? Oh, what? Huh? I was like, "Fuck, shit!" And she looks at me and she goes, "We gotta go grocery shopping." First words, "Gotta go grocery shopping."
I know.
And I'm like, "No,
'Cause
no."
That was the last thought she had when she fell asleep.
No, and she goes, "We have to. I'm not doing it by myself tomorrow." I'm like, I'm not doing it tomorrow either. Let's go shopping. And then 20 minutes later, dude, she's up, changed. She's like, "All right, let's go." Like, you
Refreshed.
fucking suck.
Refreshed.
And then we proceeded to spend $400 at the fucking grocery store.
There you go.
Woo-hoo!
So, I applaud you for doing all that you did, but you made 2 mistakes.
What?
First one, is
Don't
you
fold the
ran-
laundry.
No. You
Okay.
ran the risk of folding it in the room.
Well, because it was
Okay?
there.
Yeah, in the basket,
Mm-hmm.
portable. Take that shit out to the living room. Fold that shit on the couch, son.
I'm going to tell you this. Granted, it was half portable. Half of it was in the basket. The other half was actually sitting on the bed.
So guess what? You take the first load out. You put
Okay,
that shit,
all right,
and then
all
you
right,
go
all right,
down
all right.
You
You're
don't
right.
mess
You're-
with. You don't mess around in the bed area. And then
You're
you know
right,
what
I'm
you
wrong.
do. And then
Yeah,
and
let's
then
second.
you don't put it away until later. It's just folded,
Oh, see,
chilling
I-
in the
I
basket.
can't.
No,
That's- I can't.
because
You know me.
I know, but
Can't do that.
you just leave it folded in the basket and you set it aside because you know that your closet door has a squeak to it.
Yeah, but it's just like it's
I
literally
know.
like this. That's it.
I know.
That one little, and it's like at the very end.
She's
like
got
I could
that
go like
Jedi
this.
sense, man. That's why.
You know?
That's why when you escape with the laundry out of the room,
Yeah.
you're good. Then you just stay out of the room.
Yeah, I should have.
You're
I
like,
should have.
"Ooh, I did the Obi-Wan and turned off the tractor beam. Now
Yeah.
I'm good."
However, I will say this:
You don't walk out into Darth Vader.
I got carrot cake by doing it. So, I mean, there was a slight trade-off.
All right,
I got my own personal carrot cake.
that's cool. I probably could have got you some yesterday at the gas station.
Oh, I love carrot cake, dude.
Yeah, I
I
walked
love
into the
carrot
gas station and it's one I frequent fairly.
Are you talking about the
regularly.
little squares of carrot cake?
Yeah.
Can you give me a whole box of those?
I totally could have because, well, so I walked in and the girl that works there, I think she said she's like 7 months along now. She told me when she got pregnant.
She's
Right,
7
she-
months old?
7 months along.
Oh, okay.
So she's, so we were talking about the baby and stuff. She was like, "Hey, what's the date today?" And I was like, "It's the 12th." And she's like, "Oh," starts taking all the carrot cakes out.
Uh-huh.
And I was like,
Where are those going?
I don't even think I don't like carrot cake.
Oh,
So
you
I'm like,
don't?
I like
Oh.
the frosting, but I don't like the carrot cake.
Really?
Yeah.
You suck.
So I'm like,
Do you think it tastes like pumpkin spice?
yeah.
That's
I
what
don't
my
like-
son said.
I don't like that either.
I didn't. I couldn't. I can't.
I wouldn't necessarily.
conflate the
It's
two.
I put them in the same family. I don't think they taste necessarily the same.
He's
but I
like, it
could-
tastes too much like pumpkin spice. I can't eat it. And
There's
I'm like,
no.
"What?"
There's definitely a relationship there that I can't. That I'm with him. Like,
for
'cause
some reason, I love the carrot in the carrot cake,
I love carrots. I don't.
but I don't know why the carrot is so good in the cake.
because it's got all the sugar and shit.
It's so good, and I'm like, give me more. I would,
Yeah.
you know what? I would go as far as to say I would like somebody out there to make carrot cake cookies. Probably would become my favorite cookie. I just love carrot cake that much. I think let's go, bring it on. I want
Okay.
carrot cake cookies. Somebody out there right now, come up with a recipe, make them, send them. Stones Radio Networks, self-addressed stamped envelopes, all that
to
stuff,
email.com.
and
Just
phone
call
number.
us. Let us know that it happens.
916-367-4774. Got it before you did.
I know.
Got it before you
Leave us
did.
a nice message, and then we'll arrange a pickup.
I got it before you. Ha, ha, ha.
Yeah,
I want to
but
see
you
if
did
I
it so
have.
fast that nobody actually can hear you.
No, you're right. You're right. They couldn't. But you know what? If I have it on here, I'm going to play it so everybody knows what the phone number is, because I think I have it on here. I might not. God damn it. Nope, I don't have it. Shit.
Dude, we could actually pull this off
What? Pull what off?
with the jerseys we have in here.
Yeah? What are we
With
talking
the
about?
various numbers, we could put our number up. You got 9,
Uh-huh.
1, 6,
1 6
3,
Three.
6, 7,
6 7
4,
4
7, 7, 4, or that.
or that 4. Holy shit, you're right.
Aha!
You know what? I'm gonna have to redo the background
See?
in here.
Look at that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. All right. Well, listen. I had a blast again. Just shouting out Phantom. That was a lot of fun. Last thing I'll say
Absolutely.
about the
And
party.
an honor.
Last thing I'll say about the party. There was I met the greatest human being I've ever met at that party. Grandma,
I was gonna say. she
Grandma,
gets
if
a
you're,
shout out.
I know you're not listening, and nor should you be, because this show is not for you.
Yeah. Well, I
Um,
don't know.
But you are literally the greatest human I've ever come across, and I can't wait to get together and party with you again.
She
You are just you are special.
man, that woman could talk some shit
Oh yeah,
and
serve
all
it up.
all about it.
And we're not gonna say all the things about how my wife started talking shit about her after the fact, okay? Because my wife, it's all about cornhole, and this will be
my God,
this will
that was
be
so funny,
this will be
dude.
a whole nother episode, a little bit of the episode.
Shit, that was
But
so funny.
my wife, because she had a couple of 805s and started getting competitive there, Grandma steps up and she starts to teach her about how to play cornhole. My wife didn't say a word during the game, but as soon as we got in the car, she's like, "What's up with Grandma standing so close to the board?"
Yep.
And I said,
talking shit about the lady
I-
C's and all
I
that.
looked her dead in her eye, and I
dude, that was
said,
so funny.
"If you want respect at that age, woman, you better shut your damn mouth right now." That's
right.
Okay? Because that woman, she could have stood on the cornhole board and dropped the bags in, and I would have counted every single one of them.
Yep.
Because that's how badass
But
that
your
woman
skipping
is.
shit doesn't count.
Yeah, but you skipping and hitting the ground and Grandma laughing at you, that was all above board.
Yep.
that was good
legit.
shit.
That was good
That
shit.
was good shit.
That was
So
good shit.
we have all kinds of stuff to talk about. We'll come back and we'll talk about them, I guess, next Tuesday,
Yep.
right? I mean, do you have anything to do?
Well, yeah, we do a show on Tuesdays.
I mean, but do you have anything to do outside of that? Let me. You know
don't
what?
know.
Let's look at the schedule real quick. Let's look at next
No.
Tuesday. Okay, next Tuesday
That's a week from now.
I have a home game here, so we can
in the yard.
do our show. Well, that's the only thing that keeps us from doing our show right now is the Lincoln Potter schedule and where I have to be on the road. So on some Tuesdays we're not going to be able to do our show because I will be long gone before noon here on the West Coast. So, you know what I'm saying? You want to tell everybody goodbye? You're just not going to talk
I
anymore?
don't know
Are you
what I-
mute, you son of a bitch?
No, I was having fun with the cameras.
All right, well-
Sorry, because I like to do that because technology is fun.
He's the toy.
Hi, that's Stones over there. He's the president and CEO, but not safety officer of Stones Radio Networks, and he is the current president that is not being indicted.
Yes, I love that one. That was good. We will come back and see you next Tuesday, everybody, right here on Stones Radio Networks.
Deuces.
Peace.
Thank you for joining the Yeah, thanks for joining the Old Fashioned 3 on Stones Radio Networks.